Drew Connor's been working with Zach and Brock the past week here or so. I asked this question before, knowing your options are maybe limited with the roster right now, but what about Drew makes him an intriguing option to you, possibly putting him in that role if he is indeed there?
Well, I think Drew's a good player. He's played really well for us, and you know, he brings size, speed, finishing ability, playmaking ability, and he's getting better and better on the defensive side of the puck. I think he's getting more comfortable playing center with the reps that he's getting in practice and some of the opportunity he's had to play center in the game. And we as a coaching staff have a comfort level at this point in playing Drew in the middle. He has aptitude for the game. He picks things up quickly, and I think because of that, he's really established himself as a guy that can play multiple positions. So, you know, for all those reasons, you know, we know he's an option there that we can move into that position, and we feel comfortable that he can get the job done.
Mike, I want to ask you about Tristan Jarry. It appears he might be one of the players who did experience symptoms. If so, how's he doing now, and do you expect to maybe have him available to you by the St. Louis game midweek?
I don't have an answer for that. He was one that had mild symptoms. He's doing fine. His symptoms are mild, but he does have symptoms. So that's a little bit different than some of these guys that are asymptomatic. But having said that, they've been very mild as well. So that's been a good thing from our standpoint. I'm not sure, you know, how this is going to, you know, unfold moving forward with respect to, you know, the protocol, and so I don't know when Tristan will be available to us. That I think will be a day-to-day thing.
Mike, aside from an Olympic break, entire teams aren't normally off for 2 weeks at a stretch. What kind of challenges could that pose for you tomorrow in terms of the group?
Well, you know, these guys are used to playing 3+ times a week, and so when you get out of that routine, you know, I just think there's a little bit of an adjustment process. Just for me, the biggest thing is just the mindset and the compete level, because it's hard to simulate that stuff in practice. You know, there's a certain intensity with respect to an NHL hockey game that is very difficult to simulate. The only way you get it is when you get into the game. So, you know, pace of play, intensity of play, and a lot of that starts with the mindset. So I think that's the biggest challenge, is making sure that we're, from a compete standpoint, we're ready and willing to get after it from the drop of the puck. And I also think that keeping the game simple is going to be an important aspect of that, because it's going to allow us to get into the hockey game and take a little bit of the thinking out of it, so that we can play on our toes and use our skating and things of that nature to get involved in the game.